Picture this. Frank 73 and Helen 71 stepping out of their front door at 7 a.m. sharp. Fingers intertwined, ready for their daily adventure around the neighborhood park. While most people their age are reaching for their morning medications, Frank and Helen are lacing up their walking shoes with the energy of people 20 years younger. According to Harvard Health Publishing. Couples who engage in regular physical activity together have a 40% lower risk of cardiovascular disease and live an average of 3.5 years longer than sedentary couples. But Frank and Helen's story is not about marathon running or CrossFit classes designed for 20-somethings. Their secret: they discovered that the fountain of youth is not found in expensive supplements or complicated exercise equipment. It is hidden in something much simpler: small, joyful habits shared with the person you love most. Have you ever wondered why some couples seem to glow with vitality well into their golden years, while others struggle with loneliness and declining health? The answer might surprise you. Welcome to Senior Health Facts, your trusted home for science-backed wellness wisdom designed specifically for adults over 60. If living healthier, happier, and longer matters to you, hit that subscribe button right now. Because today, we are going to reveal exactly how small daily habits, when shared with someone special, can transform your golden years from surviving to absolutely thriving. As we age past 60, our bodies face predictable challenges that can feel overwhelming if we do not understand what is happening. After age 65, we lose approximately 1 to 2% of our muscle mass every year, a condition scientists call sarcopenia. Our metabolism naturally slows by about 2% per decade, making weight management more difficult. Meanwhile, our bones lose density, our joints may stiffen, and our risk for chronic conditions like heart disease, diabetes, and depression increases significantly. But here is what the National Institute on Aging's latest research reveals: regular movement, balanced nutrition, and, this is crucial, strong emotional connections are proven to dramatically reduce risks of heart disease by up to 35%. Type 2 diabetes by 40%, depression by 30%, and even dementia by 25%. However, there is one factor that medical research consistently overlooks, yet it is perhaps the most powerful predictor of healthy aging success: partnership. According to a groundbreaking 2023 study published in the Journal of Aging and Health, couples who maintain shared healthy routines are 60% more likely to stick with those habits long-term compared to individuals trying to change alone. Think of healthy aging like learning to dance. One person can practice steps alone in their living room, but when two people move together in rhythm, supporting each other's balance and celebrating each small improvement, the dance becomes not just more beautiful, it becomes sustainable. Frank and Helen's transformation proves that wellness does not have to be a lonely uphill battle. It can be a partnership filled with laughter, mutual encouragement, and the deep satisfaction that comes from growing stronger together rather than weaker apart. The science is clear. Your relationship is not just good for your heart emotionally. It is literally good for your physical heart, your muscles, your bones, and your brain. Frank and Helen were not always the picture of vitality you see today. 3 years ago, they were making the same mistakes that trap millions of seniors in cycles of declining health and growing isolation. Let me share their story so you can avoid these common pitfalls. Mistake number 1. Living parallel, lives under the same roof. Frank would spend hours in his recliner watching news channels while Helen sat in the kitchen scrolling through social media on her tablet. They were physically together, but emotionally disconnected. Research from the University of Chicago shows that this kind of lonely togetherness increases stress hormones like cortisol by up to 50%, accelerating aging and weakening immune function. Mistake number 2. Eating convenience over connection. Their meals became functional rather than social. Frank would grab a sandwich and eat while watching TV. Helen would have a yogurt while standing at the kitchen counter. The Mayo Clinic reports that seniors who eat alone consume 25% fewer nutrients and have higher rates of depression and cognitive decline. Mistake number 3. The all-or-nothing exercise trap. Motivated by their doctor's warnings about their health, they signed up for an expensive gym membership and committed to hour-long workout sessions 5 times a week. Within 3 weeks, they were burned out, discouraged, and had completely stopped exercising. Helen recalls, "We thought healthy meant punishment. We were trying to exercise like we were 30 again." Mistake number 4. Shrinking social circles. As their energy decreased, Frank and Helen began declining invitations to church events, neighborhood gatherings, and family celebrations. They told themselves they were too tired or too old for social activities. However, research from Harvard's study of adult development shows that social isolation increases mortality risk by 26%, equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes per day. Mistake number 5. The communication breakdown. When one partner wanted to try something healthy, the other would resist or show indifference. Frank might suggest a walk, and Helen would say she was too tired. Helen might propose cooking a healthy dinner, and Frank would request takeout instead. This created a cycle of resentment and gave each partner an excuse to abandon healthy choices. Helen shares, "We thought health was just about diet and exercise. We did not realize that happiness, connection, and teamwork mattered just as much. We were 2 people living separate, unhealthy lives instead of one couple building a healthy life together." After Frank's doctor delivered a wake-up call about his rising blood pressure and Helen's energy levels hit an all-time low, they made a decision that changed everything. Instead of trying to overhaul their entire lives overnight, they focused on small shared habits that felt more like bonding than work. Morning connection walks. Every morning at 7 a.m., rain or shine, Frank and Helen walk together for exactly 20 minutes. It is not about speed or distance. It is about starting each day side by side. The American Heart Association confirms that just 20 minutes of brisk walking daily can reduce heart attack risk by 30%. But for Frank and Helen, these walks became their sacred time to connect, share dreams, discuss their day, and often just enjoy comfortable silence together. Frank says those morning walks are not exercise. They are our daily date. We solve all the world's problems in 20 minutes, and somehow our own problems feel smaller too. Cooperative cooking adventures. Instead of eating separately or relying on processed foods, they transformed meal preparation into teamwork. Helen researches heart-healthy recipes rich in omega-3 fatty acids, lean proteins, and colorful vegetables. Frank has become the family's official prep chef, washing vegetables, measuring ingredients, and managing the timing so everything finishes together. Their favorite discovery: sheet pan dinners with salmon-roasted vegetables and quinoa. Everything cooks together in 25 minutes, requires minimal cleanup, and provides the perfect balance of protein, healthy fats, and complex carbohydrates that senior bodies need for sustained energy. Mini movement moments. Rather than intimidating gym sessions, Frank and Helen sprinkle gentle movement throughout their day. After lunch, they spend 10 minutes doing seated stretches while listening to music from their youth. During TV commercial breaks, they stand up and do simple arm circles, calf raises, or gentle twists. Sunday afternoons bring living room dance sessions to oldies music. Helen calls it our private dance party. The National Institute on Aging emphasizes that these movement snacks throughout the day are often more beneficial for seniors than single intense workout sessions because they keep circulation flowing and muscles engaged without causing fatigue or injury. Weekly social purpose. Every Tuesday morning, Frank and Helen volunteer at their local food pantry sorting donations and helping distribute groceries to families in need. This single commitment provides social interaction, physical activity, lifting, walking, organizing, and the profound mental health benefits that come from contributing to their community. Research published in Psychology and Aging demonstrates that seniors who volunteer regularly have 44% less hypertension, better cognitive function, and report significantly higher life satisfaction compared to non-volunteers. Evening Gratitude Ritual. Each night before bed, Frank and Helen sit together with cups of chamomile tea and share 3 specific things they are grateful for from that day. They write these gratitudes in a shared journal. Helen writes one night, Frank the next. This practice, supported by research from UC Davis, has been shown to improve sleep quality, reduce anxiety, and strengthen relationship bonds. Helen explains some nights it is big things, good health news, or a visit from grandchildren. Other nights it is tiny moments, the way morning sunlight hit our kitchen table or how Frank made me laugh during our walk. Gratitude makes ordinary days feel precious. Playful flexibility. Frank and Helen treat healthy living as an adventure, not a chore. Saturdays might bring gardening together. Helen plants, while Frank waters and weeds. Sunday afternoons feature board games or jigsaw puzzles that keep their minds sharp and their conversation flowing. When weather is beautiful, they will drive to a new walking trail or visit a farmer's market for fresh inspiration. The key insight: they have learned to adapt activities to their energy levels and interests rather than forcing themselves into rigid routines that feel like punishment. Your simple daily blueprint. Morning 20-minute walk together builds connection plus cardiovascular health. Midday share lunch preparation and cleanup nutrition plus teamwork. Afternoon, 5 to 10-minute movement break flexibility plus circulation. Weekly one social activity together community plus purpose. Evening gratitude sharing ritual mental wellness plus relationship strengthening. Let me tell you about the moment that changed everything for Frank and Helen. 2.5 years ago, Frank collapsed while mowing their lawn. Helen found him sitting on the grass, dizzy and short of breath, with blood pressure readings that terrified them both. At 70 years old, Helen felt more alone and frightened than she had since her children left home decades earlier. That night, as they sat in the emergency room waiting for test results, Helen took Frank's hand and said something that surprised them both. "I do not want to just grow old together. I want to grow strong together." The doctor's recommendations were standard: exercise more, eat better, reduce stress. But Frank and Helen realized that trying to get healthy separately had never worked for either of them. What if they approached their health as a team project instead of individual homework assignments? Fast forward to today. Frank's blood pressure has dropped to healthy levels without increasing his medication. Helen wakes up each morning with energy she has not felt in years. But more importantly, they have rediscovered the joy of being partners in every aspect of their lives, not just roommates sharing the same address. Helen reflects, the medicine did not heal us, though we are grateful for good medical care. What healed us was walking together, cooking together, laughing together, and choosing each other every single day. We are not just living longer, we are living better. Here is your challenge, and I want you to start tonight. Choose one small healthy habit to share with your partner, spouse, or even a close friend. It could be a 10-minute evening walk around your neighborhood. It could be preparing one meal together this week. It could be writing down 3 things you are grateful for and sharing them before bed. The magic is not in the specific activity. It is in doing it together. Health research consistently shows that we are more likely to maintain positive changes when we have a supportive companion sharing the journey. If you are ready to transform your golden years from surviving to thriving, if you want practical science-based advice designed specifically for adults over 60, then subscribe to Senior Health Facts right now. Hit that notification bell so you never miss the strategies that could add healthy, happy years to your life. Your best years do not have to be behind you. Sometimes they are just waiting for you to reach for someone's hand and take the first step together. Many people ask whether couples really live longer and healthier lives when they stay active together. Absolutely. The landmark Framingham Heart Study, which has followed participants for over 70 years, found that married couples who engage in regular physical activity together have significantly lower rates of heart disease, stroke, and premature death. The emotional support, accountability, and shared motivation create a powerful foundation for long-term health success. Some wonder, what if my spouse or partner is not interested in healthy changes? Start incredibly small and focus on connection rather than health outcomes. Instead of saying we need to exercise, try, would you like to take a short walk with me after dinner so we can talk? Focus on spending time together and let the health benefits develop naturally. Many resistant partners become enthusiastic once they experience how good it feels to be more active and connected. Others ask, is it too late to start healthy habits if we are already in our 70s or 80s? It is never too late. Research from the National Institute on Aging shows that adults who begin regular physical activity even in their 80s can improve balance, strength, and cognitive function within weeks. The key is starting gently and building gradually. Even 10 minutes of daily movement can provide meaningful health benefits for older adults. People frequently wonder, do both partners need to be at the same fitness level? Not at all. Frank and Helen have different energy levels and physical capabilities, but they have learned to adapt activities so both can participate comfortably. During walks, one might walk faster while the other maintains a gentler pace, and they reconvene at regular stopping points. The goal is participation and connection, not matching performance. Finally, many ask, can single seniors or those who have lost a spouse benefit from these strategies? Absolutely. The principles of shared activities and social connection work beautifully with friends, neighbors, adult children, or senior community groups. Many single seniors find great success by partnering with walking buddies, joining cooking clubs, or participating in volunteer activities that provide the same benefits of accountability and social connection. Let me share how Martha faced isolation. She joined a local knitting group. Research shows that regular group activities can improve life satisfaction and support cognitive health. Instead of sitting separately for hours, Robert and Linda walk or move together daily. This builds connection and improves circulation. Rather than eating alone or standing up, couples like George and Betty share meals and cooking preparation. This makes nutrition social and enjoyable. Instead of overly ambitious exercise plans, senior couples practice gentle, consistent movement. This prevents burnout and injury. Rather than social isolation, many couples volunteer or join community activities. This creates purpose and reduces depression. Instead of ignoring partner preferences, successful couples adapt activities for both partners. This strengthens teamwork and reduces resentment. Your daily wellness partnership routine includes these elements. Morning, share a 15 to 20-minute walk and discuss the day ahead. Lunch, prepare one healthy meal together, focusing on vegetables and lean protein. Evening, practice 5 minutes of gentle stretching or movement during TV time. As a bonus, end each day by sharing 3 specific gratitudes with each other. Questions for your next doctor visit might include: what gentle exercises would be safe and beneficial for both of us as a couple? How can shared healthy routines specifically support our aging process? Are there any precautions we should take when beginning new activities together? Save this guide and share it with someone you care about. Your health journey is always better with company. Before we wrap up, I want to share something important with you. Everything we have discussed today is designed for educational purposes to help you make informed decisions about your health and wellness. The experiences shared by Frank and Helen represent their personal journey and outcomes, which may be different from what you might experience. I always encourage you to work closely with your doctor or healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your exercise routine, diet, or lifestyle habits. Your medical team knows your personal health history, current medications, and specific conditions better than anyone, and they can provide guidance that is tailored exactly to your unique situation. Every person's aging journey is different, and what worked wonderfully for Frank and Helen might need small adjustments or modifications for you and your partner. Your healthcare providers are your best partners in creating a safe, effective plan for healthy aging. The beautiful truth remains universal. Connection, gentle movement, and shared purpose can bring joy and vitality to our golden years. But let your medical team guide you on the safest path forward. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you in the next video.